Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today, inshallah, we will have Unit 3, what will be about language in context. Here, first of all, we have to write down 3 things you want to change and improve in your life. Compare your ideas with a partner. Okay, do you remember the future tense? Okay, we are going to use the future tense here. I want. This is how we make it negative for the will. I want use, and use it without adding. I won't use my cell phone so much. This is how I'm gonna to improve my life. I will start exercise. Okay, I will study more. Okay, so please write 3 things that about you want to change about your life and to improve it. Now we have listening. Listen to the principal speech at graduation. So we have here the principals, it's like the leader at your school. And complete the chart about the students' past and the future. We have the students Ibrahim, Stephen, Saeed, Jim. So their past, what about their past, and what is about their future? Now, please listen.
Page 38.
And focus.
5. Listening. Listen to the principal's speech at graduation and complete the chart about the student's past and future. Today is a very important day for all of you. It marks the end of your high school days and the beginning of a new life for you. From here, some of you will go off to college and others will be starting jobs. I've known you all through high school, and some of you I've known since kindergarten, when you were only 6 years old. Ibrahim al-Anazi, no one could run like you in school races. You have become a really good athlete, and I'm sure you're going to make a fine physical education teacher when you finish college. Stephen Walker, you always had to prove your point, and you could argue your points well and give a lot of good reasons. You have been a great captain of our debate team. I'm certain you're going to be a successful lawyer, and I wish you the best of luck at college and then at law school. Saeed al-Yami, you always had a great scientific mind, and you truly deserve that scholarship to the School of Science and Technology. Our school is going to miss you. We're going to lose our science researcher temporarily. I say temporarily because in the future we'll probably be reading about your work in scientific journals and the press. We might even watch you being interviewed on television. Jim Miller, you were always busy raising money and working for good causes and charities. You'll be a wonderful social worker after you finish college. Whatever road you may take, I'm sure you'll always remember the days you spent at Riverside High. The friends you made and the good times you had are things you will never forget.
Okay, this is about the principal's speech about the graduation. Okay, we have Ibrahim, Stephen, Saeed, and Jim. I just put it here. We will put here the past and their future according to the principal's speech. Okay, let's start with Ibrahim. He was a good runner in school races. In the future, he thinks he will be a physical education teacher. Stephen, he was a captain of the debate team and good at defending her point of view. So he must be a lawyer, or he will be a lawyer. He had a great scientific mind. This is for Saeed, scientific mind. And the principal says he will become a science researcher. Okay, let's move on to the last one, who is Jim. He raised money and worked for good causes, so he will be a social worker. Now let's move on to the next. the pronunciation. Okay, so here, listen, note. Okay, the words that are usually not stressed, it only have one vowel. Okay, then practice. For example, a, and, can, to, was, of. In the phrases, it would be just past. Okay, for example, in a century, young and old, cars can fly, 9 to 5, it was common, cars of the future. Okay, it's just become fast. Okay, so just let us listen.
Page 38. 6. Pronunciation. A. Listen. Note the words that are usually not stressed. Then practice. In a century. And. Young and old. Can. Cars can fly. 2. 9 to 5. Was. It was common. Of. Cars of the future.
Okay, now
B. Read the text about Jules Verne again.
you can go to text about Jules Verne again and find the word with a, and, can, to, and of. Practice reading these sentences with the stressing a, and, can, to, and of. Okay, about you, try to ask yourself about these questions. Do you believe that people can predict the future and explain it? Do you have any, do you know of any predictions that come true? Explain it. What change do you predict for the next 50 years? And number 4, what do you think you will be doing 20 years from now? What kind of TV programs will people be watching in 50 years? The last question that you have to ask about yourself, what will schools be like in 20 years? So let's try to make predictions. Now let's move on to the conversation. Find and underline some of the words you practiced in pronunciation section, which is a, an, can, and. Practice reading the conversation in pairs. Now just listen to the conversation, or before listening, watch this picture and try to describe this picture. As you can see, we have here reporter, we have here a kitchen probably, or house. Okay, so it's like intelligent building. It's about intelligent building. So this is the conversation which is about. Okay, now listen please.
8. Conversation. Would you tell us about the new intelligent home of the future? Certainly. The concept of intelligent buildings is to monitor and optimize lighting, security, ventilation, heating, audio-visual and entertainment systems, and so on. It's an integrated household system that will make people's lives easier. How will the house actually function? When you arrive at the front door, you won't need a key. The door will open with a touch of your finger. The system will recognize your fingerprint. What happens after I enter the house? The lights will come on if it's night, the climate control will be activated, and surround sound will automatically play your favorite radio station. What special facilities will there be in the kitchen? You'll be able to call your refrigerator when you're at the supermarket and find out how much milk there is or how many eggs you have left. That's wonderful. What about the housework? I hate doing that. The house will come equipped with a robot that will do the cleaning, the washing, and the cooking. No kidding? Can I buy the robot without the house?
All right, so now can you imagine that house with that building, with all this reporters that it's going to clean, to washing, do cooking and everything. Now let's look for the difficult words. We have here certainly. That means it's sure or something, or used to say yes. So certainly use it to say yes, and we can say for sure. Okay, now here we have another difficult word, which is no kidding. No kidding, we use them to express surprising, that I'm surprised. No kidding, okay? In case, decent surprise, okay? I'm just happy, okay, with this surprise. All right, so here is the new vocabulary, certainly, which means for sure, or we use it always when we want to say yes, and no kidding, that means when we surprised about something. Okay, that's all for today. Have a nice day and see you inshallah next class.